Hello and welcome to Visionary Sim Pilot, and this is part 2 of our flight from Ontario to Truckee, California, and we are paused at top of descent, so I'm going to take pause off and let's see what they are going to descend us down to.
Out of flight level 21041 3000 on 1020 Pacific Express 1771.
Alright, so they want us to drop down to
Southwest
13,000.
Level level 350.
So we're going to go there. I'm not going to go super fast.
Southwest 337.
Because if we bring up the kneeboard, we can see that Truckee Airport is actually at 5,904 feet. So it's fairly high up. So, and there's a lot of mountains all around here, so I don't want to get down too low too fast. So I'm descending at minus 900 feet per minute. I'm going to keep my airspeed up pretty good so that I get over the top of all of these mountains before I drop down into the area of Truckee. So, which is way over. If we're looking here at the center of this GPS, you can see we're going to make a left-hand turn up here, and then our flight path is going to take us over that big lake. That's Lake Tahoe, and Truckee is going to be on the other side of that. So we want to make sure we stay up fairly high, like at least 13,000 feet until we get to the lake. So, because I believe there is some 10,000 and 11,000 foot peaks right there along that rim of the lake. So, well, not right on the rim, but fairly close. I want to say the lake itself is a little over 5,000 feet. So, cruising along. We've flown all the way through. Not that far away. Let's for PF3, let's hit number 2 and get any kind of report on the weather in Truckee, and we have wind is 222 at
Southwest
464 miles.
Flight level 3.
Visibility is greater than 20 miles. Sky condition is clear.
40 Southwest 4.
Temperature is 23, and the dew point is 2, and the altimeter is 1024. And we're landing on runway 28 in use. Right. So, and let's see if we bring up this GPS. See what kind of options we have for approaches. And the only thing we have available is a GPS for 19. Which is fine. So, might go ahead and let PF3 vector us. I'm just going to pay a little bit more attention to the altitude.
Transition altitude.
But I might only let them vector me a little bit, not too much. So that big body of blue straight out in front of us is Lake Tahoe. Just coming through 18,000 feet now, so we're staying up nice and high. Staying nice and smooth. Still have our airspeed up pretty good. Everything's going well there. Northeastern California and western Nevada. So the other thing we can see on this smaller GPS is that our next waypoint is right over Squaw Valley, which is a very large ski resort.
565, continue present heading.
And that little circle just to the head of us and to the left of our flight path is the airspace for South Lake Tahoe Airport. And now that I look at it, we might be pretty good and set up right there for Squaw Valley, almost into that runway. So once we get a little closer to the lake here, might increase our rate of descent.
Oakland,
Oh, we
American
still got some peaks on the other
546,
side,
level
though.
at 15,000. American 546, Roger,
It
altimeter
is
is
definitely a tricky
1021.
area in here.
Roger, 1021, American 546.
With lots of fun mountains to navigate. And in this form of video, I don't really have the ability to pull up charts from Navigraph to where you can actually see it. I can see them, but you can't. So in future videos, I will do them a little differently where I can actually show you all of the charts when needed and that sort of thing. Same kind of thing when I brought up the ACARs from PF3. That video or that
American
screen I know doesn't show up
546, climb
in
and maintain
the
18,000.
video itself, so I
Climb and
can see
maintain
it, but you can't. That's why I
18,000,
can let it
American
off too,
546.
so that everybody is clear on it. So, and now that we are getting down here and down to 15,000 feet, and we're getting pretty close to the lake, I'm going to go ahead and increase our rate of descent down to minus 1,500 feet per minute. I'm actually going to pull the throttle back a little bit more, richen up the mixture a little bit more. Still hasn't had a switch. And the one other thing is in PF3, I added a tower frequency
American 546, climb to flight level 210.
in for Truckee.
Climb to flight level 210, American 546.
So it should hand us off to
Oakland,
tower.
Texas, Alaska
As long as I did it all
387.
correctly.
Level flight level 350.
Roger, Alaska 387.
And I'm going to check
1,000 to go.
ACARs one more time just to see if the weather has changed a little bit. 'Cause sometimes when I have it paused for a while like I did, it will.
Pacific Express 1771, descent to 10,000.
Out of 13,000.
But it really didn't.
4 10,000.
The wind came
Pacific
down to
Express
7 miles an hour instead of 10.
771.
Now it wants us to descend all the way down to 10.
Pacific Express 1771, contact approach on 119.905.
Roger,
And so I'm gonna agree
119.995.
with
Pacific
that.
Express 1771.
So far, I think I'm pretty good over here on the other side.
Approach Pacific Express 1771. Out of
Bring our small GPS up
130,000.
here.
Pacific Express 1771, Roger, altimeter is 1024.
When we hit that last waypoint, we're going to have to get vectored around a little bit to get set up for runway 28. So I'm probably going to stop at around 11,000 feet instead of 10,000 feet.
12,000 to go.
So just going through 12,000 now. That's MCE. Talking about 1,000 more feet to go in descent. Put the power back on.
Alaska
We're over the
387,
nice
turn
pretty
left
lake
heading
right now.
200.
Take a little looky on the outside.
387.
Beautiful ATR72. And Lake Tahoe. And all the different mountains around. It's a nice pretty summer day. Peak in front of us looks fairly high.
United 565, turn right heading 230.
Roger. Right heading 230, United 565.
Leveling off at 11,000. Increasing the speed just a little bit. Gonna zoom in with the GPS just a small little bit.
Pacific Express 1771, descend to 10,000.
Out of 1,000. 410,000. Pacific Express 1771.
And I will actually do that once it turns me around and vectors me to where it wants me to go for the
Pacific
runway.
Express 1771, maintain heading 295, expect vectors for the runway 28.
Okay, so it's gonna
Pacific Express
go there, so I
1771.
switched over to heading lock. And we got that set at 295. It should turn me.
Pacific Express 1771, turn left heading 140.
Left to 140. Pacific Express 1771.
And so it wants me going that way.
Pacific Express 1771, reduce speed to 190.
Reduce
wants me
speed to
slowing down a little bit, too.
190. Pacific Express 1771.
So we switched heading control to 140. And we'll bring up the GPS again. My trusty little GPS that helps me get to where I need to go.
Pacific Express 1771, descend and maintain 8,500.
Out of 1,000. 8,500. Pacific Express 1771.
And I'm gonna kind of wait until got these mountains wrapped up a little bit better. Oops.
Approach Pacific Express 1771. Request vectors.
Pacific Express 1771, unable at this time.
That was an accidental push of the button. it's kind of flying me over here towards these mountains. That's not really where I want to go. We're heading towards 2-8, so I'm going to go ahead and turn left to heading 100 and fly over the lake like so, or head towards the lake like so. And I'm going to request direct for the runway.
Approach Pacific Express 1771. Requesting cleared to final for runway 28 at pilot's discretion.
Pacific Express 1771 cleared to final for runway 28 at pilot's discretion. Contact tower on 135.17 when established.
Out of 1000 until established on final for runway 28. Tower on 135.17 when established. Pacific Express 1771.
Now that we're over lake level, I'm going to drop down to 8. At my 1500. And we're going to pull that speed back a little bit more.
About to cost 10,000.
We're about to cross 10,000, which also means we need to get the landing lights on here pretty quick. And so there goes the landing lights. And I have a tendency to always put the taxi lights on too, so I don't forget those once I'm on the ground. Our altimeter is set correctly. Everything else is looking pretty good. So now we can use our GPS to kind of set us up. So right now, airport's at about 350 degrees from us. And I'm heading 07.
1,000 to go.
So, and I'm going to go turn left all the way to 030 so that we continue to fly over the lake as we drop down to through 8,500 and down to 8,000. So, and now it's at 335 degrees from us. So we can just see that and follow that. And it's about 10 miles to our left. So we can also look to our left and see what's out there. And see that, yes, there's some mountains that we need to be left and forward. There's some mountains that we need to be paying attention to, but I believe we're fairly clear on this one. I'm going to chance it and not check my charts. See how we do. That's why I like this little fun mountain aircraft. Dropped our speed down to about 170 to 180. We're now at 320. Turn left some more to 010. So that we come in a little bit closer but stay over the lake. I'm gonna put a little flaps on so that we get a little bit more stability, and I keep my speed down a little bit lower so that I can react to everything the way I need to, because now the airport is at about 310 degrees from us, so I'm coming up on it pretty quickly. Turn left a little bit more to 360. Now you can see the challenges. We got mountains right in front of us. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. We look off to the left a little bit. There's some mountains over there. Climb just a little bit. Now I'm going to turn left to heading 340. And actually I'm going to go all the way to 330. You can see the farther to the left, the lower the mountains get. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, now it's down to 2.9. So, this is the beauty of simulator. I accidentally just hit the pause button. So, but didn't lose control of anything. And we can see that it is at 290 now. Oops, wrong button. So I'm going to go ahead and turn to 300 to stay away from these mountains.
Tower Pacific Express 1771 at 10 miles to the southeast at 8,000 landing.
Pacific Express 1771, continue approach your number 1 for landing.
Continue approach number 1 for landing. Pacific Express 1771.
So I might have to do a little bit of climbing. But I can also do a little bit of turning. Pick my speed up just a little bit, because I think I'm going to have to climb a little bit. Up and over this mountain just a hair, and then once I get up to the top of this mountain, this might be Mount Rose. So if I climb up just a little bit, then I get to shoot down the other side, which is quite fun, right into Truckee. Here we go, right up and over the top. Very fun. Start leveling off a little bit.
Crossing 10,000.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter because now we're gonna be coming down from 10,000. We're gonna go ahead and put
1,000 feet above ground.
1771,
Landing
winds
gear down.
200 at 2, altimeter is 102, clear to land runway 28.
Cleared to land runway 28. Pacific Express 1771.
So, and I put some flaps on, and now we get the fun job of both descending and finding the runway. believe I have done this approach once before, and I do remember that going over the top of Mount Rose being quite fun and entertaining. Doing just like that. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and put autopilot off. Gonna turn a little bit more this way. I don't want to get my speed down too low, so I gotta keep an eye on my speed. But I'm a little bit too far over to the right. And we're going to continue on down here. Keeping our rate of descent up. Just not too fast. Here. Once again, watching our speed. This is why I love the handling of this aircraft, because it allows us to do all of this. Things kind of keep pausing on me here for some particular reason. So we're down to 2 miles. The runway, which I paused it so that you can see it, I'm going to zoom in. The runway is right there, practically in front of us. We're not quite lined up with it, but I'm going to get us there. Stay about here, continue our descent down. We have full flaps going
500
on.
feet.
He's already saying 500.
Minimums.
And we're doing great. Everything's going fine. Gonna be lined up right. On money. We're just gonna run a little bit long. And oops. Oh, I forgot it's downhill runway. Plane stops pretty fast, and we're down, and we'll use a low reverser. Stop a little faster.
Pacific Express 1771, contact tower on 135.17 when clear of the active.
135.17 Pacific Express 1771. Good day.
And then we'll turn off to the side. And then once it's realized that, it will contact for taxi to parking. See what we have available. I can turn the landing lights off. just did.
Ground Pacific Express 1771, clear of the active runway.
Pacific Express 1771, taxi to terminal.
And so,
Taxi to terminal, Pacific Express
no
1771.
gates. So we might be, look here to see if there's anything that's suitable for us. If everything's too small, pretty much too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull straight ahead and park right there. Right forward here. Be lightly on the brakes. And I'm just going to pull right here to the left. And then right here to the right. And park right there. Ta-da! And then put the parking brake on. And shut the engines down. Alright, so that is our completing of the flight. Now, I know I didn't use so much of the multi-crew experience on the landing part. I still used, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But especially with more of a visual approach, where I'm doing a lot more things, I tend to not do that quite as much. So here we are on the ground. Now we can look all around. And you can see how, you know, mountainous area around in the Truckee area. Really cool. Ta-da! Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so that you get notified every time I put up a new video. Hope everybody has a wonderful day.